So, here's a game I didn't think I'd be showing you guys this soon, but imagine my surprise when I discovered that it was available for purchase from Good Old Games. This is S.T.O.R.M, and that's an acronym in this case. I believe it stands for something like Submersible Tactical Operational Reconnaissance Module, something like that. This is one of the most obscure games I will probably ever play on this channel, which is saying something. Despite the fact that it was developed by American Softworks Corporation, I believe there was also a sizable contingent of French developers. As of this stream, this game has a single 15-minute gameplay video on YouTube that I know of, and a few uploads of its pre-rendered cutscenes, the latter of which were uploaded by the game's own project manager, Stefan DeLuca, who also made an archived blog post about the game. It's very strange to see this on GOG before, say, Havoc, the game I showed you guys 2 weeks ago. But there it was. This is a horizontal scrolling shooter set underwater. Now this GOG release is the DOS version of the game, which I did not own as a kid. I actually had the Windows version, which came on 3 discs. Probably due in part to the aforementioned pre-rendered cutscenes and the very nice CD audio soundtrack, which unfortunately doesn't seem to be in this version. It's very likely that we are going to hear this 2-second music loop that you're hearing right now for the entire playthrough, which I apologize for, and I'm sure will not endear it to anybody who's unfamiliar with it. This game is not well remembered. It holds like middling to low ratings on websites that even remember that it exists. My Abandonware referred to it as atrocious, which I don't think it's...
What fucking moron designed this?
Which I don't think is very fair. That is fair, though. That is kind of an oof. But the alternative would have been to stream the emulated Windows version on my virtual machine, which, while it has the CD audio soundtrack, this game has some like rail shooter segments using the same like pre-rendered cutscenes that for whatever reason barely work in 86 Box, the Windows emulator that I use. Hello, Fox, and greetings and welcome. I'm glad you could make it. But I tested this version out, and the rail shooter segments work completely fine in this version by comparison. So we're giving up the CD audio for better functioning mechanics. That's just how it goes, I guess. But really, it's a miracle that this game is buyable and playable today. I have a special, perhaps largely nostalgic relationship with it. It may not appeal to everyone, but I like it. So let's get into it.
In the year 2055, the Earth has been polluted to the brink of extinction by nuclear energy. Consequently, the nations of the world desperately contact BEAR, the Bureau of Advanced Energy Research. Their task? To find an alternative energy source, Using special satellites, Bear begins searching the Earth. Meanwhile, the Nuclear Energy Office, known as the NEO, has financed a group of mercenaries to delay any introduction of new energies. Gentlemen, as you already know, approximately 400 miles southeast of Newfoundland, the largest Praxilium deposit of all time has been discovered at a depth of 17,000 feet. In order to reach the ore in such an environment, we will be using customized deep-sea laser drilling equipment, along with several high-pressure stations, or HPOs. 2 submarines will shuttle the cargo and personnel between the various HPOs and drilling operations at a depth of 13,500 feet. HP-4 is the last inhabited station. The automated laser drill module is located at a depth of 14,800 feet below sea level. As you can see, our remote cameras have captured the drill site exploding. It appears as though the drill head has fallen into a cavern.
Oh my god, that's impossible!
I'll bet the NEO is involved.
But the remote cameras show nothing.
Whomever or whatever caused this explosion is irrelevant. The drill site must be put back and we get it as soon as the future.
The military is for
Any length.
I don't know what happened to that cutscene. But they were saying that the new prototype submersible, the titular S.T.O.R.M, is the only craft capable of this mission, supposedly.
Welcome aboard. I've been expecting you. Surveillance teams report the presence of numerous NEO commandos.
Welcome aboard the USS S.T.O.R.M, Commander Steele. Please note that Bear has scattered supply caches throughout the mission area. It is quite possible that the NEO has discovered some of these caches and may have booby-trapped them.
And here we are. I think the aspect ratio is a little stretched in this version. The storm is not supposed to be that big on the screen. But anyway, you can move around. If you hold, you can turn around if you hold Alt and then hit a direction button. Namely, the one you're trying to turn to. Let's see. It's control switches weapons. Start with like a forward firing laser and like a plasma thing that shoots up and down. It's very useful. And if you hit F2, it extends this robot arm and lets you pick up stuff. You can't just touch it, you gotta use the arm. And then if you hit F3, you can go outside the storm as a diver. You gotta be careful doing that. This game can be kind of punishing. But you can always restart from the beginning of whatever stage you were in. And you can save. If you hit escape, it kind of ends the level, but you can start from the beginning of that stage. But you can save anytime you go back to the menu. The sharks cannot hurt the storm, but they'll kill you if they touch you if you're swimming outside of it. I think that there's some pickups if we go past these mines. Yeah, laser ammo.
Laser beam pack collected. Plasma beam pack collected.
The oxygen meter is effectively a level timer, and it is rather restrictive.
Power pack collected.
There's our opponents, the Neo Commandos. Watch out for the magnet mines. Oh. Stuff can come at you quick in this game.
Plasma beam pack collected.
Oops. Actually, that didn't even hurt that much. Can't always count on that.
Laser beam pack collected. Warning. Oxygen level 50%.
USS S.T.O.R.M, you are now under automatic control. Please release the helm.
Roger, Control. Automatic phase of approach engaged.
That's one level down. Go ahead and save. So if you help the sea lions get past the sharks, they'll clear out these sort of, I don't know what they are, like algae barriers? Well, oh, there's also the fish. Then you can get past the fish.
Fish are disrupting Storm's drive.
I can get through this. There we go.
Laser beam pack collected. Shield pack collected.
Oh. Shark ate the Neo Commando. I'm not sure I knew that could happen. Well, on we go. Ah. So that's an oxygen pack, but specifically for the diver. The ones for Storm look different.
Laser beam pack collected. Plasma beam pack collected. Try shooting at the rock. disrupting S.T.O.R.M's drive.
Beware of neo-mercenaries on your way to HP Station 2.
Plasma beam pack collected. Laser beam pack collected. Shield pack collected. Laser beam pack collected.
There's an oxygen pack.
Oxygen pack collected. Laser beam pack collected. Shield pack collected. Laser beam pack collected.
I believe that's a diver-specific health pack. Comes the first potential hiccup. Damn.
S.T.O.R.M hull breach. Warning. Power level critical.
We made it anyway. Alright, we got through that, but now it's time for a diver level. So the joke with the diver levels is that if you lose a diver, they are gone for the entire playthrough. And you only get 3. So best to just restart the stage if you lose a diver.
Laser beam pack collected.
Thankfully, while you're a diver, the magnet mines are not attracted to you. But the sharks become a problem.
Warning, oxygen level 50%. Laser beam pack collected. Oxygen pack collected. Health pack collected. Laser beam pack collected. Oxygen pack collected.
Not always obvious what you can and can't swim through in these diver stages.
Laser beam pack collected. Oxygen pack collected. Laser beam pack collected. This sperm whale is trapped by the net. We are its only chance for freedom. With just a small delay in our mission, we can save it.
Free the whales!
Use your laser to cut the nets.
So here's the first of the rail shooter segments.
you are now under automatic control. Please release the helm.
Roger, Control.
We're to HP Station 3, multiple Neo vessels detected.
Laser beam path collected. Shield path collected. Oxygen path collected. Oxygen. Storm hull breach. Laser beam path collected. Atomic bomb path collected. Plasma beam path collected. Power path collected.
Giant undersea worms may injure divers. Laser beam path collected.
collected. Oxygen pack collected.
I believe I have to double back to the storm now.
Laser beam pack collected.
Beware of the squid. Oh, I still have no fucking shields.
S.T.O.R.M hull breach. Shield pack collected. Laser beam pack collected. Power pack collected. Torpedo pack collected. Laser beam pack collected. Power pack collected. Shield pack collected. Laser beam pack collected. Plasma beam pack collected. Oxygen pack collected. Torpedo pack collected. Laser beam pack collected. shield pack collected. She was thanking us.
USS Storm, please release the helm. We're in control of the sub.
Now, fun fact, if we had not saved the whale earlier, the squid would have just killed us, and that ends the playthrough. Radioactivity present. You cannot get a diver out. Danger. High levels of radiation. Don't want to hang around here any longer than we have to.
Storm hull breach.
Uh-oh.
Laser beam pack collected. Destruct.
I've had to repeat this level more times than I care to admit, because the rail shooter segment that's coming up was especially difficult in the emulated version. Oops, what did I just do?
Laser beam pack collected.
Damn. Gotta do that over again.
Storm hull breach. Engines offline. Auto destruct enabled. Abandon ship. Storm hull breach. Engines offline. Auto destruct enabled. Abandon ship. S.T.O.R.M hull breach. Shield pack collected. The wreck is blocking the way. We must explode it without permanently blocking the narrow passage. Sensory apparatus indicates presence of gold.
Oh, that went off without a hitch. I had to repeat that so many times in the emulated version. Crazy how much better those segments work in this version. Gold! I only have one laser left. It's not good.
Health pack collected. Laser beam pack collected. Booby trap activated. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Whoops.